let's talk about those people who say Christians ain't nothing but racists. No, we're not. Because, yeah, there may be some who might be racist against certain people. But you know something? They don't speak for all of us. Alright? If you go into a church and some people say they don't want you there because, I don't know, you're homosexual, or you're a lesbian, or you're a transgender, or you have tattoos, or you're black, white, whatever. No. There's always going to be a few bad apples in a bunch. And yes, a few bad apples may spoil the whole bunch in nature. But as for us, they don't speak for all of us. Because you may run into a few people in a church that might be racist, but the rest of the church, my guess, will overwhelmingly accept you. Because this is not America in the 1920s and 30s, my friends. We do not separate people by race or sexual orientation. We accept all, just as Christ accepted all. He accepted all without exception. Because look at who he was hanging around with. He was hanging around with fishermen who were the foul mouth of the foul mouthed. And he hung around with dishonest tax collectors who were stealing from people. He was hanging around with a doctor that I know of. And doctors don't typically get saved. But hey, one did. One was a disciple. And let's talk about the murderers who got saved. Paul got saved on his road to Damascus. The Lord literally stopped him from persecuting other Christians and saved him. And so, not all of us will discriminate against you because of your sexual orientation or because of your race or whatever. So, if you go to a church in your local area and you have a few bad experiences with a select few people, ignore them. Focus on the people who like to talk to you, who won't say a disparaging word against you. And don't look for judgment in everything anybody says in that church, because you will find it. You know, you can be a fault finder and find one every single time, or multiples every single time. But try to dig for gold. I bet you just may find some.